Good afternoon, boys and girls. Today we're going to read a story that I really like. It is informational text. And sometimes those stories, I don't like them as much. But I really like this one. You want to know why? Because it's about animals. I love animals. Okay. So anyway, we're going to talk about the different ways that animals can communicate. And some of the ways that they communicate are kind of like ways we communicate through our senses. Does anybody know what our 5 senses are? We can what? See. We can what? Hear. We can touch, even though we're not supposed to do that right now because we're socially distancing. See, hear, touch, smell, and taste. So we're going to talk about how animals can kind of use some of their senses to help communicate too to other animals. Are y'all ready? Let's read this informational text. It's called How Animals Communicate. Let me see if I can get my camera situated here. I just have a terrible time getting this stuff situated. That look good. Okay, I think I finally got it situated. Let's see if I can get it real clear. Okay. William Munoz, I think so, I'm supposed to say that. From the mountains to the prairies, William Munoz and his camera have traveled all over the United States. He has taken photos of alligators, bald eagles, bison, polar bears, and many other animals in their natural habitats. I would not mind to have that job myself, except for snakes. I probably wouldn't want to take pictures of them because, oh gosh, they just scare me. They do. Animals touch. So since we have this little heading up here, I think everything after this until we get to a different heading is going to be about how animals touch. Okay? So right here we've got polar bears. What are they doing? They look like maybe they're kind of playing, don't they? An animal will tug and grab. An animal can hug its baby. How do elephants hug? Can they just stand up and hug like people do? Before the coronavirus, now we have to give those air hugs, but before we would just reach up. But animals can't do that, can they? Elephants can't. So how do you think he's hugging, or she's hugging her baby? With the trunk, yes. The dog and cat are friends. How can you tell? Well, what usually happens with dogs and cats? They're up chasing each other around and hissing and barking and growling, aren't they, usually? But this, and look, they're close together. So they must like each other and be friends. Oh, we have a new heading. What is this? Animals hear. So now we're going to talk about different ways that animals can communicate with their hearing. Okay? What is in the grass? Everybody say, ew, ew. Animals can hear it. They will run away from it. So usually they say if you hear that, ugh, it's giving you a warning to get away. Get away, it's danger. A bird will sing, here I am. A wolf will call to its pack, here I am. And sometimes, like at my house at nights, my sister heard them last night when she came to see me. There, I think in the distance were coyotes, which are a little bit smaller than wolves, and they're going, ho, ho, like calling to each other. You could hear them in different directions. So that's how they were communicating to let all the other coyotes know, hey, I'm over here. And then the birds will kind of let other birds know, hey, I'm up here by singing. Ooh, here's another heading. Animals sing. Look how they put that up at the top and they put it in a different color. and they put it in bold print so it'll really jump out on the page. Why will a dog press its legs down? It will let dogs see I can play. And maybe some other dogs will come over and play with it. Sometimes I've looked up, I have some deer that come up to my yard, and sometimes they'll just take, like one of them will take its leg and go, like just take that wood leg and stomp it into the ground. And I don't know, I think that's kind of leaving a smell, and it warns other deer, like that I'm there close by and I'm looking at the deer. Like it'll sit there and look at me, and then it'll just take that one leg and stomp it down. So that's kind of what I read. So that's kind of like same thing. Some bees will buzz and dance if they find food. Ooh, I'd be happy and buzzing and dancing if I found food too. Animals smell. A mom can tell the smell of its baby. So even though there might be 9 or 10 other baby giraffes, that mama knows that baby just by the way it smells. Even though we can't tell them apart, the mama can tell by the smell of her baby. An animal can have a bad smell. Ooh, look at that. That is a skunk. It will make animals run away from it. Ugh. Don't ever get sprayed by a skunk. I hope that never happens. So we have touch, hear, see, and smell. And those are all senses, and they're all ways that animals communicate with each other. Tell what the mom can do. What is that mom doing? She's touching her baby. She's looking at her baby. She's probably sniffed of her baby. So she can do all those things with her baby. She can probably hear it too when it cries. Like I've gone up and seen like lots of wild ponies, and like there may be a couple of the babies crying, but each mommy knows which one's their baby just by its cry. It's pretty cool, isn't it? I hope you guys like this story about animals as much as I do. See you soon. Bye.